Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits, reviewing some more Weizen that I got on Beer Dome, part of their big German selection they had around the Oktoberfest season. And Oktoberfest is, in September, but a lot of the time Oktoberfest's celebrations are held at least in Denmark, throughout October. A lot of places doing Oktoberfest themed parties, or small breweries doing Oktoberfest events. But we're checking out a few German beers. We'll see if it also stretches into November, because I got quite a lot of different beers to review. And also November is Barleywember, and I have loads of barley wines to check out. But we're checking out this one, and this is from Rothaus in Schwarzwald. And this is their Weizenzäpfle. So they have their Zäpfle, which is their name of pretty much all the beers. There's Tannenzäpfle, Eiszäpfle. Well, not Tannenzäpfle is their Pilsner, which is probably the most well-known beer. It's a great Pilsner. But this is their Weizen, and I've never had this one. So it says it's 5.4% alcohol, brewed with water, wheat malt, barley malt, hops, and yeast. And they use Tettnang and Hallertau varieties of hops, only the finest. Wheat, water from their own well, all these awesome things that a lot of classic breweries put on their labels. So yeah, I don't think they're really well known for making Weizen, so this will be interesting. And I've used a Weizen glass, even though it's a small bottle. It looks a bit silly, but I never break out Weizen glasses. If you're drinking a Weizen, I think I should use it, or if I'm drinking one. So pours out a hazy color. It's not as thick and hazy looking as some. If you think like Schneider, if you think Weinstefana, or what do they call the ones that really blew me away? Andexer. So it looks like a little less hazy than their Weizens, but still a hazy yellow, golden yellow look to it. It looks a bit more orange on camera. Maybe it has a little bit of an orange hue. White head that was really frothy when pouring it out. I think this has a lot of CO2, as per usual with these kind of beers. So let's check out the aroma. Yeah, so it smells good. It smells a bit more like your run-of-the-mill Weizen, though. It doesn't have the same intense layers of complexity and like a lot of overripe banana and all that. Like it's not as a bubblegum and all these like crazy yeast characters. It smells more simple. There's definitely banana. There's lots of clove as well. That's like one of the most dominant aromas, and also nutmeg. It's actually quite spicy and then really citric. Like I'm getting lots of lemon and lemon pith. And lots of doughy breadiness. It smells really, really doughy. But it doesn't have the same layers of false spices and all that as the Andexer. Those were just like mind-blowing Weizens. It smells good though. Let's try it. Cheers. Quite a different Weizen. Not as full, more crisp. Yeah, so this is not the kind of Weizens I want when I want a Weizen. I want that full-on, really fluffy, bubblegummy, crazy yeast action. This is much more lighter. It's much more, again, easygoing and simple, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's definitely by no means a terrible Weizen, but it's just a bit more like, it's lacking that like top-tier level complexity that you get in like Weinstefana, Schneider, Andexer, which are now my new set of Weizens I'm going to refer to. There was one more, I can't remember the name, someone put it in the comments of the previous one, that is also getting a lot of, or was that an Untapped? Another Weiss beer brewery that gets a lot of hype that I need to check out at some point. I forget their name though, but it's tasty. It's also a bit crackery, like wheat crackers. It's got that banana note, but it's more soft. It's got a lot of citrus. Some of the cloves, some of the nutmeg, a little bit of a sweet breadiness, almost like brioche-like, or a pound cake, or like some kind of like sweeter, soft bread kind of flavor, or shortcake or something like that. And then slightly grassy hoppiness to it as well. And the citric nuances probably also from hops, also a little bit spicy. Really simple Weizen. Enjoyable. If it's really hot, you're going to love it. Slugging back, kicking back some of these, but it's never going to be my favorite Weizens. It's really lacking the layers of complexity that I want from a beer like this. And also, it doesn't have that like crazy banana bubble, just like insane yeast character. That blew my mind with those beers, and it's also more hissy fizzy. It's like those were also highly carbonated, but they were so soft at the same time. This is more crisp and dry, and not as like velvety in the mouth. It feels more akin to something like a Franziskaner, actually, that has a similar feel, I think, just from what I remember, or maybe even a Paulana as well, or something like that. But by no means a terrible beer. It's just decent. 85, I think. Not half bad, but if I'm drinking Rothaus, I'm going to be drinking their Pilsner instead, because that's definitely better. But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Rothaus Hefeweizen or Weizenzäpfle, let me know what you thought of it. If you want to try it, check out Beer Dome. Maybe they still have more left. And thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer, of course, as well. So yeah, check it out if you can. And if you already had this one, let me know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers in some Weiss beer. And see you guys in another beer review.